So I'm here with.
My name is Kenny,
Yeah.
and I'm a software developer here at Salt.
Yeah, and you're here to explain something for us.
Yes.
What are you going to explain today?
Well, the term API,
Big term, big word.
very big word.
Yeah.
It gets thrown around there a lot. But basically, an API is it stands for Application Programming Interface.
Application Programming Interface. Good.
Very long words.
Yeah.
But it is the simple explanation is that it is how machines interact with each other. It is how they talk with each other, exchange information, and it's like a set of specifications basically.
So there are different. Can you? Like what? Like
Yeah,
there's several, lots of APIs.
Yeah,
Actually.
definitely. Yeah, there are a lot of different types of APIs. For example, one of the APIs that we have been working a lot with is different kinds of web APIs. And a web API is basically, whenever you go onto your browser and you visit like Facebook, for example, you are calling on a web API. Like you don't know it maybe, but that is what is essentially happening behind the scenes. So you're making a request, and the web API that the Facebook service has, they look at your request and they say like, okay, this is that kind of request. Now we're gonna send back this kind of information.
Okay, cool. So what are your top APIs? What are your favorite APIs?
Favorite APIs?
Yeah.
We worked with one API was like a Star Wars API. It's like
Star Wars API?
Yeah, it's like an open API for like Star Wars characters and stuff. But that was quite cool.
How does that work?
Well, basically we just we went on to that API and took down information based on what we wanted from it, basically. So, like if you want all the characters or characters, especially like home planet or stuff like that.
And there are some. Can you name some famous APIs? Some. What are like the top ones? Like REST is one of those things that typically come up.
Yeah, REST API is a special type of API. Basically, it adheres to like a special set of rules.
Yeah.
So it is used a lot together with something that we're probably more familiar with called the HTTP protocol. So you can do certain methods and there's like certain rules that guides how you should.
That's another word. What's an HTTP protocol?
HTTP protocol stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And yeah, it's basically how you navigate the web. It's the most common way we use to navigate the web. It's how we actually are able at all to use our browser to go onto Facebook or Google or Yahoo or. Yeah.
So one thing that quite often comes up is an API developer. What does an API developer do? I assume he develops APIs, but if you want to sort of.
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't heard a specific term, but I would assume, like you do, that they develop some kind of API. So they're probably working on the back end, so more on the server side. They're setting up something so that people can interact with the servers in some way, but that's just my guess.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. So now you're like 8 weeks into the course.
Yes.
And what's it like?
It's been very intense. Very intense. I've learned a lot. It's every week is quite different from the previous.
What are you doing this week?
This week we're doing a React. So we're learning about React is a JavaScript framework. So we're learning more the ins and outs about how React works.
And how come you did something completely different before? How did you end up at Salt?
Yeah, I used to be a privacy lawyer. So I worked as a lawyer for a couple of years, and then I decided basically that I wanted to dig deeper into the world of tech. I wanted to understand the technicalities of it, basically.
So I think you're very lucky to get out of law, and so all you other lawyers out there, you want to get out of this is the way to go.